Hello YouTube, welcome to today's video. Hope you're having a great day. So welcome to today's Self-Vod review. I think number 3 it should be. And let's review this game on Shambhala Monastery.
Now arriving at the Shambhala Monastery.
So we are F8. Oh, there's a cable in my way. Go away, cable.
Sharp eyes.
Be gone. Okay, set as usual. The skipping time to 8 seconds. So we start as Widow because, well, spawn advantage and nothing to lose. I think I got a little bit scared of the Z-shot and try to squeeze in one more shot. It's of course not very effective to continue sniping from the same angle. If you really want to go for headshots, you should switch angles and so on, but then you don't want to go too far forward because of course we want to switch right away. We don't want to keep playing Widow. We have our 30% ult charge, so we swap to Ashe because, of course, they don't have Anna or Kiriko or Sombra and no dive. Let's watch this one again. Okay, so there's not enough headshots. We'll hide here a little bit. Try to push the left side high ground with the Genji, so we go for dynamite because we expect that the Genji can kill a burning soldier, so we don't need to go for any risk. And that's what happens here, and with that we get the high ground control for free, and we snipe onto the enemies. Oh, this was terrible. Standing still while exploding the dynamite, and even though I could have just headshotted him, you know. That was really bad gameplay. I should get out of the habit of dynamiting solo targets. Rely on your aim more. I keep doing it. So I really need to fix my dynamite habits. The thing is, you only want to use dynamite if it can do more than a single headshot. Otherwise, you just want to try to go for single headshots. Scoped headshots. Like here, I couldn't see anything, so Zara dynamite is fine. But if I see a single target, I can should headshot it directly. If I see more targets, then I should dynamite. So basically, we are just not getting enough value from our shots here. But we kinda also just want to win based off our ult. In the meantime, we just want to increase the pressure we can put onto the enemies with headshotting them in between, basically. Of course, if someone overextends, you can punish them. Here, of course, our game just randomly suicides, so it's kind of random what we're doing. Not really sure myself what the plan is now. Apparently, the plan is to go on the suicidal flank. And we throw the bomb into a bad spot. Why is this a bad spot? Well, because the enemy team is not at this spot where they usually are, but they have rotated actually to this high ground, which we actually know. We have seen them here, we have seen them here, and we send the bomb here. That was a terrible bomb. Don't send bomb to where you think enemies might be, but actually just watch where are the enemies and send the bomb then there. So you saw enemies are here, you can just send bomb to this wall, or even to this wall from this side would be better. Or even to this wall down here would be better. But, well, like this, Bob really has not too much value. It just denies some space for the enemies. Now with Bob gone, of course, enemies can do again what they want, but it was apparently enough to win the teamfight for us. Very shaky aim. A lot of bad habits to fix. Okay. Okay. Okay, fight is over.
That's better.
We need to clear a path for the payload.
We just wait for all of them to regroup. Random dynamite in between. And now we want to get back, and now again someone dies. And I think we went back too late because we didn't realize that our teammates actually went another path. Like, I didn't even understand that Anna was still here. When did she get there? Oh, she was there all the time and we didn't even notice. Look at that. Orana basically never died and we didn't realize and we let her die for free.
We need to clear a path for the payload.
And because we didn't realize as Anna was there, we kind of stayed too long on here. Let the enemies punish her basically for free. Yeah, that was kind of bad. We were too AFK. So look how late we come to the teamfight. Like our team's already dead and we only arrived to the teamfight now, even though we have been the first one to respawn. It was terrible. Now right we want to use the Bob as they send in the Transcendence. Our team just stalls and send in the Bob. And again, Bob just produce enough chaos so you can just relieve for that and we still do the team fight. So basically this tactic of just charging ults with Bob seems to work. Because we would wish for a little bit cleaner aim, a little bit cleaner dynamite usage. This is a little bit cleaner cover usage, a little bit cleaner positioning. But in general, this tactic works. Oh, we just pressure them because we can basically for free, there's not too much risk. Still need to be careful to not eat a random spear to the face. Apart from them, it looks very good. Now the ult, so we go around the corner. It's easy to disengage here, got stuck between the random waves. Sorry for my high ground, I didn't know that this was an angle. This was kind of unlucky for me. I didn't know this. We hold this corner because they're basically trickling in here on us and together we can hold this corner quite well. Unless we hear the entire team rolling up around the corner, but then we can hear them, so that's fine. So the ult from behind, so we decide to just run through. Try to burn the soldier, the ult's from behind, but we didn't get him, so we just use the empty space in front, because it's now the safer space.
10 seconds.
And we kinda can keep pushing the payload, so we just push the payload. Okay, take it. So even though there are mistakes, it seems like this is good enough to push through on this elo. So we take it. Just a random off angle with Bob on the enemy horse. Nothing specific here. The question is, did I had to use this ult for this one? Like if I didn't use Bob here, I just shot at them from here. I think we would also just randomly win, because basically I have such a strong angle on them that I might still just win from the angle alone. But then of course without Bob, and the risk of getting punished, the Bob makes it more secure. Of course the bad thing is that it means we run with only a single nano onto the end point, don't have ult here, so we kinda need to snowball from this. But it has snowball potential, if we kind of push forward now. The team doesn't want to, so we struggle to find an angle which we can use, and we fail the jump. It's very unfortunate. Or fades away. And here we die, being too close to the horse. Okay. I think that is fine.
Seconds remaining.
Like we did stuff, and now we want to go as fast back as possible with Sombra. Of course, only be faster here. Like this is all that's not planned; it's not purely reactive. Sure. We take it.
Initiating match.
So not too much happening, except stop executions on all sides. Yeah, we really didn't understand where this widow comes from. Like, this widow came out of nowhere. Like, here you see the widow on the bottom left. Now she grapple hooks upward. Lands there on the stairs, and now I walk through the door. And she has such an awkward angle that basically neither Anna nor me notices a widow. Like, this was really some special tactics. So I got rest. Here we have a very strong pressure on the enemies. Yes, this is something I could not do usually, but I feel like I need to hard carry this, that's what I'm trying here. They actually get sniped. No, there's really nothing I could have done against it, but we have the rest, so it's for free. And all of this just wastes a lot of time of the enemies. Now we are close to Bob. The question is, should we have bobbed here? This is a really good question. The thing is that our Korean Mercy are low, and we know that the soldier is pushing right side. So there is some risk that we start losing this fight. But at the same time we see that the enemy tank is kinda low. We send Bob in. Here we hunt the widow too much, so our main tank dies. There's not much to do except dying on payload at this point. Here we kinda want to get an off angle on them, because I kinda want to carry, but at the same time I cannot get an off angle while keeping the correct distance. And now the enemies use ults and we don't, and so the enemies win for free. Because we couldn't get any value out of our off angle. So how would the fight would have looked like if we just stayed back here? Let's see. So remember the Widow switched for Genji. So now this long range would be allowed. So you could shoot and pressure the horse, some little bit the Moira. Yeah, we could have shot the lamp here. Because the reality is we didn't do much, right? We could have done basically the same from here. Or even from here, which is the slightly more aggressive angle. What I don't like about this angle is that the Mercy from top cannot see us, heal us anymore. And here I think this will not work, standing here. Are there any better angles? Like, I don't want to have the same angle as the Kree for sure. Like, I would have liked if Kree would take this angle and I would stay on top. This would be really better. Like, if I would change my Kree, it would be better, but if Kree stays up here, I don't want to swap with him. Like, this would be perfect for me. And this would be very strong for the Kree with his pulse bomb. He will get a free kill every 6 seconds, basically. Now horse dies, so we just go to payload and try to stall for time. But we're not on payload, so we're not stalling enough. And everything else is dead, so we just die as well. Okay.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
So here we died kinda a little bit too late. Because the Green Mercy didn't die, we were the last one to die. And this is something I didn't understand. Like, Kree gets 2 kills, and then Genji just dashes in randomly, and just gets kills. Like, how is this possible? I'm not even sure. But okay, at least he got only 2, despite the ulting, so it's maybe better than nothing. Now I'm back to the fight and shooting from top. Okay. Now this is a very strong position for Ashe to hold. As I said earlier, when they were fighting down, I should have been up here. Realistically, even though Kree was also here, I should have stayed up here. I think that would have been best. Like, Kree would defend me from Genji. Could have shot them down. We look for a Bob angle. And again, the Bob just wasn't it, right? Why was the Bob so bad? I think this is the third Bob that gets less value than I would have hoped for this game. Because the enemies are already up here. So in this case, Bob should be just at this wall, right? And he would shoot both sides. Basically, because I'm not really behind my main tank. I think that's the thing. That here's my main tank, and I want to force a fight specific location. I want them to come up. But kind of main tank decides where we fight, right? Like, what I don't want to happen is that they send Bob here, and then they just jump down, and then they fight from here. But that means Bob really needs to be here. So both positions are kind of covered on this wall. Yeah, no, of course now we did. So we just wait. Boring fight. Something to do here. Like just one of my teammates just randomly died before we were even there. Like again. Kree just dies randomly before I'm even there. I think one thing I might want to try is they kinda don't peek the entire enemy team, but for example I only peek the main tank. Only punch the enemies if they overextend past the main tank. And just keep headlooking the main tank basically. If this works. Because this actually might have worked. So peeking the entire enemy team, no, just pressure them out. The thing is that we started very aggressive, it kind of worked very fine in the start, but now it stopped working because of course... The thing is, the fights are 5-4 all the time because my Kree just always dies early at the beginning of a team fight. And then we're 5-4, and then pressuring 5-4 really doesn't work. 5-4 you need kills. Nothing else will work. What? Dynamite. I really blew myself up with dynamite. It would have changed nothing, but... Well, actually, it might have... if I have survived here, thrown a dynamite there, and survived, I might have gotten a Bob. But I still think I still get a Bob, and I think I still lose. So here we kill the Genji, we have spawn advantage, so now we are 5-4. So different scope shots. Again, I think Bob should have been on this corner. Yeah, well, actually, so this Bob is actually not too bad. But I kind of also, I don't know, man. So ideally, I would send him onto high ground, onto this corner. This would be the ideal for me. Honestly. So that he denies the left high ground, the right high ground, all high grounds are denied, and we can set up around high ground and form a concave around these enemies. Like then we can stand here and here and shoot from up here and all have superior cover all around the enemies. Because Bob contests all the space for free, you can even overextend here a little bit, shoot them from the side. But the enemies are forced to be down here and to just suffer. I think it would have been a little bit better. But Bob got value, so this should be actually enough to win this. I'm really surprised that it isn't. I'm kind of shocked. So what exactly is going on? So here again our random Kree dies instantly before the teamfight starts. Well, which is not true, we already exchanged shots and then we have our Bob. Now Bob kills the Genji. And shoots the Moira. And Bob cannot kill the Moira. No, now he shoots the Mercy a little bit. Now he shoots the Moira a little bit. So Bob shooting the supports all the time. And we still cannot get anything done. How is this even possible? Let me try to check each point of view. Okay, so this Anna dies to the enemy main tank pressure. Because she was down here. Okay. Now after Bob, I explode dynamite for a little bit more damage, get pressured by the enemy tank. And they don't do much here, just run around because there's just pressure everywhere. Okay. Now the Mercy. Also gets pressured, but the enemy tank pressures everything. The Anna, the Ashe, the Mercy. This guy has tomorrow ult, and again to the enemy tank. Again, what was our tank doing? Yeah, basically our entire team managed to do 0 damage for 4 seconds straight. And just died to enemy horse, like all 4 of them. Insane. How we synchronized to throw this one. Insane. Okay. Let's see the reround then. Okay, we start again as Widow.
It's time to spin my
Hey, we find our headshot. Now, the thing here is that Mercy should not be with us. Like, both supports are only healing us. Now, this is really a problem because it means we generate 0 pressure. Like, at least Mercy should be with the Kree. There's just nothing I can control here.
You dare touch my property?
And Kree just dies. Okay.
30 seconds remaining.
Now here we go for Bob again. The thing is that we actually will not get an ult charge because the time is too short. Now Kreese again alone. Yeah, I needed to clear high ground lag in the first round. Yeah, so this is, I think, the main watch review. This is kind of inconclusive. Because it does so many mini things. Yeah, so in the beginning we kind of went with the over-aggressive theme. And got value out of it, but then we kind of stick with it and didn't play our range when we should have swapped back to our range. Camera, please focus. Stay with me for the last seconds. We had bad dynamites against solo targets and standing still while shooting. We had bad bobs, like not really positioned. And so again, I think this is one of the watch reviews where it kind of just see the kind of everything looks a little bit here and there and everything, and it just gets a little bit more cleaner. So I think we will not have one big overarching line, but kind of really just, play your edge specifics a little bit cleaner. like the abilities. Like you have ranged gun, go for ranged shots. Don't go for the close ranged flanks. They do not work. Go for long ranged. Like you can off angle if the map allows it, if the distance allows for it, but don't get close range. Snipe them. Like the high ground positions are strong. I should have played more for the coach gun, for the rifle. For the coach gun, we didn't use it too much, but there were also not too many opportunities I was aware of where we could have used it. And there was a Gatling, which we kind of want to have coach gun defensively, maybe, so it's fine. Dynamite, again, we threw against auto targets, not against groups. Yeah, didn't explode it correctly, kind of stood still to explode it, so kind of poor dynamite usage. Then Bobs, we sent like 3-4 times in the wrong positions. And if you play like this, like I pick specifically Ashe, and my playstyle, I do not go for picks, I go for ult charge. I need to get value out of Bobs. I think this is the big thing. I like big Bobs, and I cannot lie. And I think I really need to send just better Bobs. And I think I should even skip the Widow pick in such time to really guarantee that I can get a Bob before the Errant is fully lost. Because if you look at this, if I wouldn't have used the time to walk into spawn and back, I could have walked up with the Kree first, and Mercy would be with us as well. Because, yeah, and that's the other thing. They really should have gone to the contest the high ground position. Here at this point.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, come on, please work. Like look at this. A little bit earlier. Right? So here we see Moira low ground, Genji low ground, we see the Mercy beam, we see the Orisa. And our Orisa will not die so easily fast here. Like she has Anna boost and cover and everything, so I can easily take Kree and Ashe and Mercy, and we go up here and we blow something up before they can react. And then we are 5 and 4, and then we snowball the rest of the map. So kind of, if the map has positions which I can clean without the entire enemy team interfering, we should try to take the time to do that, basically. And just clear the off angles from the enemies, if you can do this for free, like, because this angle up here is not accessible for these players down here, easily. Not easily accessible. So going up here with Kree and Mercy would have been the play. And this is kind of very map specific, like not all spots are like this. Like for example, if you look here, like if the enemies are pushing up here, they go through this window. Then of course enemies can walk up and they can punish me, right? But for example, the enemies can also not walk up here. So which means if my teams are kind of behind this payload at this spot and the enemies are up there, well then I can go up here, right, and clear from this angle, because the enemies from down here cannot jump up easily. So whatever is there is kind of isolated, and they need to rotate, and they need to force them to rotate. Yeah, we just can't get anything done from here. Yeah, but that's basically is the watch for today. I hope you enjoyed it, even though we missed kind of this big overarching topic. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.